Cool, just popped out chat. Alrighty. But yeah, this is cool, man. I like this. Yeah, very good thing for your portfolio. Good job, Mini Shruff. One thing you might consider is rebuilding this in new frameworks, right? As you learn React, rebuild this in React. Wouldn't be that hard, right? Now, granted, there are more complicated apps you could treat as like your kata for like learning a new language or a new framework or whatever. But this is a good starting point, and it still exposes you to how you might have to do things within a framework. So I'd say give it a shot. No, I get it, but like you've already like made something that does something, so you understand how it works, which means when you go to build it with something else, you're only solving the framework problems, not like the application problems. You don't like the whole goal would be to make the UI the exact same actually as well, right? You're not worrying about any of that, but you're learning the new framework and how the thing you already made fits into that box, right? Or fits through that, like, you know, that hole or whatever. So it's more about just like giving yourself an easier way to like learn the framework itself rather than learn what needs to be done for the application to work. Consider it very similar to like the, you know, to-do MVC app or whatever, right? This thing. Consider it like that, where people have implemented too many of these examples, and you can click right into them. Bam, CanJS, right? The key is that all of the styling is the same, and you just re-implement this thing in whatever thing just to see like what performance is like, how you get through and do it, and blah, 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 right? So pretty cool. Now, this is a bit outdated. I wouldn't recommend doing yet another to-do app. Do something that you have a core reference to that you care about, which is why I tend to rebuild Proficientim, right? Like the back end for this tool is what I use to learn new back end languages. And the key is I'm not changing anything about it. It does all the exact same things. The only difference is the language being used to do it. Right? Using the back end for that, I feel confident enough to consider myself capable of being productive with any new language within about 20 hours. Because I'm not figuring out business decisions anymore. I'm just figuring out how to make it work. And yeah, thank you for the lurk, Matthew. Appreciate you. There you go. Yeah. Right? Like such an easy change to make too. Yeah, right? Like so good. That's awesome. Yeah, good work. Yeah, it's fun, man. I like it. And yeah, how's it going, Standard? Hold on, let me click one thing and check something out. Yeah, I've used Spell. Which file was that? Install Hub, Artifacts. I need to pop open this video over here at one point just so I can watch it later. All right, there we go. Let me just see if there's like a very quick fix I can make here. Let me just watch this quick little video. Yeah, I don't know what the actual fix for that is. I'm gonna have to look closer. I didn't even change any of that functionality though, so like, yeah, that test being broken is a major problem. What's up, Sheckler? How you doing? Okay, so yeah, we can't do internationalization yet. I don't think it's worth getting too deep about. So let's go remove that section. All right, so yeah, need more tests. There is always more to test. There's always more to test. The application needs unit and E2E tests. The client SDKs for various languages need unit and integration tests. It's just a really short section, but we'll leave it anyway. And then here, need more third-party SDKs. So yeah, it's the goal, it is the goal, I don't know. It's the goal of Vexilla to have the largest collection of first-party client SDKs of any feature flagging tool. This is ambitious, but since the core of the runtime is just client SDKs, it makes sense to support as much as we can. This might be different if we had a server SDK, or a server to maintain. Our list of languages is fairly small at the moment. So it would be a huge help for members of the community to assist with updating the 0.x SDKs. After that, we would love to support brand new languages that we have not supported before. All right, bim bam boom, call it good. No, yeah, client SDKs don't modify the static file. The modification of the static file is the app. And that's just runtime, there's no server for that either. So yeah, we've got basically just the front end that does some of that, like the BS to modify things in your Git provider. And then from there, client SDKs do all of the heavy lifting at runtime to know if a user should or should not be able to see a feature. So yeah, client SDKs here are just for reading, right? Yeah. But okay, cool. So we can get rid of this. All right, so I'd say, boom, nailed it. You can head to here, a decently long. Yeah, reading and evaluation, exactly. Interpreting, evaluation, same thing. So yeah, why feature flags. Oh, so that's basically like what the polling section is going to be about. You will often want to update your flags during runtime rather than just on load. To set this up, polling the JSON data is perfectly acceptable, and I'm missing a comma there. The length of the interval is up to you and your needs. You can even poll for different flag groups independently at different intervals. All right, so that's why flag groups are important. You might have one flag group that you just fetch on launch because you don't really care that much, and then another flag group that you want to update every 5 minutes. Totally fine. I don't give a shit. And refetching that JSON data should be very cheap as long as you're segmenting these things properly. The stuff you're fetching every 5 minutes should theoretically be less of the flags. So the amount of data over the wire shouldn't be too big of a deal for you. And I think we did some math at one point. If you're using just raw S3, not even like CloudFront, for one user to poll every 5 minutes for the entire month is like half a penny? Something like that. So it would take quite a while for that value to actually like even approach how much you would be how much it would cost to do it through like Launch Darkly, etc. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, if you're doing a poll of every 5 minutes, you're ignoring caching. At least for the time being, because I'm not dictating how you do caching. Caching on S3, I guess, is a thing you can do. Typically, you'd set that up through CloudFront more, though. And yeah, theoretically, I'd have to do some testing to see if the implementations actually respect the cache or not. Like a load balancer between you and S3? So I believe reads from S3 are more expensive than reads from like a CDN, if that's what you're asking. And the CDN would do some caching at that point, but you're still paying for like the request to the CDN. So I wouldn't consider that caching as much. Caching would be more like your browser cache, where you could do maybe like a head request and not even transfer any data, and see if like your cache headers have changed, right? Like the e-tags, etc. So that would probably be like the prime way to do that, and I haven't tested that yet. I don't remember if Axios respects cache headers. I think it does. Pretty sure it does, but I don't remember. So yeah, polling is the way that you would do that, Terrace. We could probably even do some kind of listening to changes from S3. But then that would involve maintaining a WebSocket connection. And that might be way more expensive than just polling. I forget how much like WebSocket connections actually cost. As far as like if you want to scale it S3 based. Because you'd basically have to put API Gateway in front of it to get the WebSocket support. And then I can't remember how API Gateway bills for WebSockets. Hold on. Yeah, we just saw it. Let me just type in pricing. Okay. Hold on. Double checking something. There we go. And yeah, I might as well throw this over there. Anyone willing to leave me a lurk on YouTube? Right? Automatically just a cooler individual for doing so, right? So yeah, connection minutes. How many minutes are in a month? 43,000. So, at API gateway prices, you can maintain 150 constant connections. That's not bad. That's really not bad. Oh, hold on. So this is just when you're free tier without it. Yeah, never mind. So then as we look at some of this other stuff, yeah, the WebSocket APIs. connection minutes are 25 cents per million connection minutes. So yeah, WebSocket APIs through API Gateway could also be an option if you want like really, really up-to-date stuff. Yeah, that could actually be totally worth the cost. If one user is only capable of 43,000 minutes per month on average, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's like 250 users for 25 cents. If they're all connected the entire month, like if they never close their tabs. That's really not bad. What do you mean? Now, I think you're missing the point, Miniscruff. Right? Redis memcache, not actually relevant for this. All you're looking at the WebSocket APIs for is to connect directly to S3, right? Like through API Gateway, so you can get real-time updates when something changes, right? Because you can listen for like a write to the S3 bucket. When that file is written to, the client could then just pull down the new data, and it would be fast, right? Instead of every 5 minutes of a poll. Right? So this is more about just... Yeah, exactly. A socket straight to S3. Now, technically, it's a socket to API Gateway that then goes to S3. But tomato, tomato? Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna have to start considering that. Right. But Miniscruff, that's not the problem, right? Like pulling S3 directly versus pulling anywhere else, they're still gonna be billing you basically for the same like transfer cost. Right? You'd be going to EC2 and be paying your bandwidth on that instead. Right? So your data cost, as far as like transfer goes, doesn't change. And then you have to worry about scaling that Redis instance to handle as many connections as you would need to maintain, right? So I would say Redis is the wrong way. Look at it this way. Do you really want to expose Redis via WebSocket to a browser? Hell no. But you can with API Gateway. Right? So API Gateway and browser-based WebSockets would be totally fine. Browser-based WebSockets directly to Redis sounds like a nightmare. Again, Miniscruff, you're assuming things, and I'm not. I need broad applicability, broad support. Right? You're narrowing your use case. I'm not. I need to support browsers. Browsers are actually the largest place that you're going to be doing feature flagging. But yeah, that was actually a good note. I didn't really assess the WebSocket costs as much yet. No matter what, hold on, you're missing the point. The client only needs to worry about a WebSocket connection. How you wire up the infrastructure to expose that WebSocket, like API, to the client is totally separate. That would be S3 whatever. I don't care. You're missing the point. The clients only care about being able to access a WebSocket connection. No, WebSockets are not default. That's why polling is the thing we're talking about right here on the page. That's why it's the first thing we mentioned. WebSockets would be a second option. But that involves a lot more work on your part to set up. Right? I have nothing to do with your S3 or where you put the file. Right? So the baseline is just something that an HTTP request can grab. Anything other than that, that's extra. Right? Because then it assumes that you're on S3, or it assumes that you're doing whatever, right? And we can't do that. We can offer options for it and recipes, and, oh, would you like us to help you set it up? We could offer services. Right? We could offer consulting through the site to help you set up your feature flags. Totally. That's the thing, man. So yeah, I think this company, even if we don't ever create like a cloud platform, it could eventually make some money off services of helping people set up their feature flags. Maybe the bread. No matter what, like, WebSocket is an edge case. Polling is the common case. All right, so yeah, let me think about this. We want to get some more stuff in recipes. I think I want to get the getting started cleaned up, right? Because we got just like junk in there. What we should do first and foremost, though, is, yeah, in our code snippet, yep, we need to go in and add a key for something we're looping over. So we got key right there. Oh, that was it. Ahmed, thank you for the follow. Welcome. And what's up, silly? How you doing? And yeah, this is a fun tweet. Had a nap that was like a 3-hour rest? Yeah, those are good. Yeah, 3 hours is like the perfect nap time, in my opinion. Anything shorter and it, you know, you don't even kick into REM. Oh, I forgot that in the contributing. Yeah, hold on. Let's go back to that then. So documentation, example projects, phrasing, testing, third-party SDKs. The application. Or maybe more like Git provider support. HTTP 3 is poorly adopted pretty much everywhere. I haven't used it much. All right, so Git provider support. VCS provider support. That's not a bad idea, Terrace. Like, if you want to start putting together some of that. Yeah, if, you know, you can create an issue. Mercurial or subversion based services too. All right, so then all right, supported VCS providers. GitHub. We'll just do github.com right now. And instead of to do, there you go. VCR support? Yeah, for, you know, for people with VHS providers. And yeah, what's up, Matisse? Sorry, I missed your hello. What you up to? All right, so yeah, I'm okay with those. We're gonna do it just italicized instead. Just tried the AWS test. Yeah, it's impossible. It's gnarly. It's really bad. On any static file server, CDN, or even privately hosted in a VPC. Oh. Cool, cool. So yeah, first step, installation. So yeah, let's do this. Application. Hey, man, Kurt! Nice! Fuck yeah! Dude, our Followversary bot is nailing it. It's so good. I love it. It's such a good surprise. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Hell yeah, 2 years. That's a long time. All right, so installation. Hold on. What did I just break? Oh, I killed it. What did we do? Arrow function possible to detect only with arrow on same line. What could have even caused that? Yeah, that's weird. All right. Whatever. So yeah. Oh, application, all right. Head over to the application and start creating your flags. For more information about how to use the app, see the guide. See the guide, right? So yeah, head over to the application and start creating your flags. Your environments, or let's just do this one. Flag groups, environments, and flags. You don't need to actually, no, you do. Yeah, we'll just do these on the same line. See the guide. And that goes to just guides. Oh, not sure why it doesn't work. 10 seconds later, not sure why it works. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, typical coding bullshit. It just, yeah, it happens. You deal with it. So yeah, we create a folder for guides, and that's going to be something that we're just hacking on right now. Application. So we're going to do a sort order on it. We'll just do, here is a guide for the app. What's up? How you doing, Badman and Snowy API? We'll leave that for now. It's not ideal, but it'll work. All right, so document collection here. We'll just do guides. And yeah, how's everyone doing? What are y'all up to today? All right, so we haven't crashed there yet. Yeah, we'll leave it for now. I think we're going to need to modify our documentation layout so that it can take in an actual name for the documentation. But we're good on that for now. So yeah, let's keep hacking out content. Let's close a bunch of those file windows. Yeah, so installation, blah, blah, blah. This is where we go modify. Yes, we're not ready for marketing, like, you know, showing this off to Product Hunt yet. But, yeah. We can get rid of the Go code because we don't have that set up yet. In here. Now, hold on. That's the usage. That's generating the types. That's right. Okay. Job's good. I'm building documentation. Hey, Ben. What's up? How you doing, man? And what's up, Liam? So yeah, what part of the full stack app were you doing today? Yeah. Ooh, is that a new emote? I haven't seen that emote. That one's good. Yeah. Yeah, damn right. It should be. It's good. You could do just one if you wanted. And it'd be real big. But yeah, everyone, seriously, like, please go out and give a follow. Yeah, exactly. I think it's technically flexed. That's your only gift one so far? That's fine. There you go. Yeah, the big emotes, they're fun. And yeah, so we're currently just hacking out some of our content here. We've got, you know, the scroll spy on the left actually wired up now. Right, we're doing some of our content for these snippets real quick. But yeah, it's coming along. A lot more work to do on this homepage, though. But yeah, we've been hacking out just a bunch of the content. Trying to see how we feel about some of this. Oh yeah, no worries. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chilling. Thanks for the help the other day, even with the view transition stuff. Yeah, like, super cool, man. Thank you. Yep, enjoy the rest of your day. See you soon. Yeah, I definitely took some good notes from Astro's docs, right? Like the next and previous stuff. We're doing the transitions for now. You definitely missed it the other day, and don't worry about sticking around for my explanation. I tried doing some custom view transition, and I believe something about how I'm styling stuff was like breaking things. So I'm not ready to blame Astro for it yet, or the view transition implementation itself. I think it's something I'm messing up about styling. But it was causing like a weird like jank to the animation. And yeah, a lion was in here and couldn't figure it out, so yeah, I don't know. But yep, we're just hacking out some more of this content. This is actually interesting. We could make this a fuzzier type. And then it's either one big string or it's many strings inside of like an object that we could iterate over. And then we just have like an individual thing. So like basically what I'm getting at is there could be another drop down up here, right? We got language. We could also add like another via some of our magic in there of what goes into our mdoc file that maybe gives us another drop down for like other providers and things like that. That's not a bad idea. I think it goes a little above what we're trying to do at the moment. But yeah, we're gonna keep hacking at it real quick. What's the cargo command? Is it cargo install? The Rust client's already done. Cargo add? That's what I thought. Ah, cargo install is for installing a binary. Good catch, good catch. Oh, and it's right here. Yeah, install cargo add. Yeah, Vexilla client. Yeah, this is for documentation. Generating types. We don't have that for Go yet. There you go. I think so. That makes a lot of sense. I develop things. Yeah, like maybe they even took inspiration from that. I don't know. All right, and then usage. We're gonna have two usage sections, actually. So usage, instantiation, and then we're gonna do usage, or let's just say creating the client, right? Because the name of the snippet file doesn't matter. So this would be usage. Right, we can call it instantiation there, just fine. So then instead of creating the client, this would be evaluating flags. Using it in your application code. Application logic. So then usage here would be logic, sure. That's probably gonna kill things because, yep, we don't have those files right now. Let's go create them. So usage instantiation, and just copy and paste it. And then usage logic. All right, so then back to this part. After that, after the client is set up, you can start using it in your application logic. All right, so cool. Evaluating. There we go. Hold on. Next steps. Let's get rid of that for now, which is cool. I forgot we could even do that. So next steps, take a look through the guides provided. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Makes sense, Terrace. My core philosophy for writing Rust code is basically, when in doubt, clone it out. I don't have time for dealing with lifetimes or borrowing issues. I'm just gonna clone it. Move on with my day. I don't got time for references or pointers. Granted, I do use references from time to time, but still. When it starts complaining, when in doubt, clone it out. And you know what? Yeah, 4 o'clock. I could have a whiskey. I'm gonna be heading into Seattle later tonight for the Twitch meetup. Picnic grill, cool. Yeah, I would say real quick, I need money. Make sure that it's okay where you live. In a lot of places, they actually have rules about not having your own grill out on the terrace. Especially if it's like a smaller terrace like that. Oh, so the whiskey, sorry. Hooah! Woodford Reserve. It's quite good. Yeah, if you've seen neighbors doing it, then it's not a big deal. I just wanted to mention that, yeah, it depends on, like, the lease agreement that you have. More than anything. Yeah, Woodford's a good one. And yeah, what's everyone up to? Everyone joining from the raid, etc. What was Ben doing today? I forgot to like really dive in and ask him what feature he was doing for his site, or maybe he responded and I totally forgot. You know, like I just didn't see it. But yeah, what was Ben up to today? And real quick, hold on. Here's something fun for you. Oh. I did not want to do the Twitter shortened link. So yeah, if you want to be really, really annoyed, go do that quiz. And you'll realize that even if you use AWS every day, you're still probably not going to get a very good score. That's a bit troubling. The angle? I don't even remember. Wait, that was the one where like they all look so similar, but it was like the arms being separated or either like lower down on the pole or whatever? Was that the one? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that one was evil. Like pure evil. I think it's to highlight how bad their branding is, technically. Right? Like how meaningless those icons are. Right? Like, it seems like there's no rhyme or reason. Yeah. Can't seem to relearn programming on your own? Maybe. Like, how old are you there? Jameis? Is that how I say your name? You're learning Kotlin and Android dev? 37? Yeah, I'm 39. I would say this. What part of programming, right? Learned Java back in 03? Sure. Right? Like, what are you using to learn, etc.? And here's one thing that might even be worth it. You can typically just go take random classes at community colleges, right? And that'll often be far cheaper than a boot camp. So that's an option too. Right? Enroll, talk to the teacher, do some of that stuff. I was gonna say 29, shit. Again, Jameis, like, what are you using to learn right now? it could be a bit much. Our recommendation is almost always free code camp. Even if you don't want to do web dev, being able to see something changing in front of your very eyes is good motivation, right? Because it's like a push towards things, right? It's like good, slow, incremental progress. Or not necessarily slow, but just incremental progress rather than trying to like build your own compiler right off the bat. You know, things like that. Then, after that, I would say learn some JavaScript, only for just getting back into the idea of standard programming, right? Of logic itself and all that stuff. The reason? Because you can do it anywhere. It'll run on anything, and you just need a web browser to like fiddle with it and learn it. And once you understand programming with JavaScript, understanding programming with another language becomes much easier, because you're trying to get back into the idea of how to just do the logic part, not the syntax. So yeah, Jameis, I would recommend free code camp. Yep. And then once you've gotten some of the JavaScript out of the way, they have a Python section for you. Python is then going to get way closer to like the DevOps-y type stuff that you're used to. If you're doing operations or systems, whatever, right? Then theoretically, automating some stuff with Python is right up your alley. But I wouldn't jump into that immediately, right? I'd get that good incremental progress going. And just remember that once you learn one language, it makes learning the next language easier. So the easiest language that you can find is probably the first one to start with, and then the next ones become easier. And the one after that becomes easier. Because all of it's doing the same thing with just different syntax. Here's the biggest thing I'll say, Jameis. Don't listen to content creators that talk about slow and fast languages. That's not your concern right now. I'm not saying don't listen to them ever. I'm saying right now it would be entirely misleading about the memes against certain languages, right? Learning PHP would be a real quick and easy way to get jobs. There are a lot of PHP jobs out there, right? But if you listen to a lot of content creators, why would you ever learn PHP? Blah, blah, blah. Now, that's changing a bit, and that's awesome. But that's just the point. Like, the memes are typically out of touch with reality. Maybe they catch up eventually, and maybe they don't. Land first job without a degree in CS? Learn WordPress. Exactly. So that's another part. There's Snowy. You will often come to a fork in the road where you're wondering, should I learn Python or should I learn Go or whatever? And the cost-benefit analysis of all these things is actually completely fucking meaningless. Because you know what's worse than picking the wrong one? Not making a decision. Like, way worse. Right? You're standing in place rather than moving forward and then just doubling back and moving forward again. So any time spent standing still is actually the worst case scenario. So there's a fun quote. I quote it all the time. I really like this quote. Back in the day, famed Broadway director Gower Champion was directing a musical. With time pressure mounting, he entered the theater during a rehearsal and was alarmed to see the cast just standing around on stage. The choreographer was just sitting there, in the second row of the audience, his head in his hands. The director asked, "What's going on?" "I just don't know what to do next," the choreographer lamented. The director blinked and said, "Well, do something so we can change it. Because you don't know if it doesn't work until you try it sometimes. And just sitting there not doing anything isn't productive in any way." So, aim towards productivity, even if it's productive in the wrong direction. Because once you realize you're going the wrong direction, you can change it. So yeah, decision paralysis, analysis paralysis, anything. Just do something and then fix it later if you need to. All right, so let's get back to what we're doing. Got way too many of these opened. Oh, and there it is, and it crashed because our server crashed. Yeah, so Matisse, depending on the project, you're often better off building out a prototype in which you throw the entire thing away when you're done. And yeah, we read a good article recommending throwing it completely away rather than trying to reuse pieces. Because trying to reuse pieces will actually put you into the mindset of trying to do it properly from the get-go. And by trying to do it super properly from the get-go, you're going to delay your aha moment of things that definitely just don't work based upon your initial assumptions. So instead, hack out some real terrible, ugly, duplicated code all over the place, really wet, like, you know, not dry code. Go for it. Hack out a small, like, portion of it that proves out the idea of what you're trying to do, and then you can rebuild it after having proved out the idea of it. Now, the problem with that is if you're at a company, most companies see a working prototype and think, hey, we're done. Which is not the case. Ever. Like, ever. I've had that happen before. Like, I assume most people have had it happen. But here's, like, a very prime use case. So there's a tool. I'm going to forget the name. Oh, no, I remember the name. WebGazer. Right? And this is a way, like, it's old now. I'm sure there's some better thing nowadays. But this right here, we can watch it. This lady is using her webcam to track where she's looking, right? You can see the eyes moving up and down. She's actually moving a cursor on the page based upon where she's looking. Is it perfect? No. But it's pretty damn cool. Well, you know what? When this came out at the company I was working at, they had the idea of working on side projects to fill up your time if there was no client work available, because it was an agency. So I started building out a very quick and dirty implementation of using this as a tool that you would turn on via browser extension. It would inject some logic into the page, and it would actually start tracking your iCam. Now, it would ask for permission for the, you know, the camera and everything, right? So you couldn't just sneak it on people. But then it would take all the data we recorded from that, aggregate it together, and create like a heat map, like an actual timeline-based heat map, to where you can see where this person's looking when. Like, it was really fun, really cool. So I built it out using like Google Auth and some things, and it was just a proof of concept. I think we did it, like, I got it working within about 30 hours, which is pretty huge. Like, you know, had to make a browser extension, a server, and a web app. Like, the web app was for visualizing the data that we collected via the browser extension, right? Like, a lot of work to glue all this together, 30 hours. I'm really proud of that. But when I had then showed it to some people, they got it in their head that it'd be real easy to add things like teams and like, you know, like user management and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no. Like, yeah, you want to make this a proper project? It's going to be the 2,000 hours that we typically bill a client for. Okay? It's not going to be the 30 that I just hacked this out in. I'm not going to be able to hack out a good application from this prototype I made. We should probably rebuild the whole damn thing. Right? So it was one of those moments, like, where it's just, dude, you're expecting this to be on par with fucking, like, New Relic at this point after 30 hours? No. So yeah, that was always fun. Just dealing with, like, they see something that kind of works and they assume that adding some of these other things like user management and profiles and, you know, like grouping people together on teams, it's got to be easy, right? no. I'm like, dude. And this was like 6 years ago. This is a long time ago, too. I'm really proud of the fact that I hacked that out in 30 hours. Yeah, exactly, Matisse. It's effort. It's a thing. So yeah, just wanted to point that out. Really cool idea. If you want to hack on it, I'd love to hack on it, but there's no way in hell I'd be able to make any money off of a project like this because, yeah, the company would assume that I stole code to do it, probably. And I don't want to deal with a lawsuit about it. So yeah, it's their thing. If they want to make it, go for it. Maybe I could use other libraries and build out something different and blah, 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 but as long as I'm not using the exact code and I'm just rebuilding it, I don't think they would have a leg to stand on, but I also wouldn't want to have to go to court. So insane timeline to finish anything, let alone that. I mean, so yeah, let me just point out, like, I can make some cool shit pretty quick. If I streamed rebuilding it, I might be fine, possibly. Yeah. I still bet that there's some way they'd come after me for, well, yeah, we put time into telling you what features you needed, and then you went and built those features separately. Right? So we want our money back for that product management time or some bullshit. You know? No matter what, if a company sues you, you got to defend yourself about it. Now, do you get a lawyer? Or do you, you know, they say a man who has a fool for a client, or sorry, shit. They say a man who represents himself in court has a fool for a client. Well, today, I am that fool. It was just blustering, which is even, like, just shadier, right? A CEO that just throws around litigation, like, threats willy-nilly. Like, dude, that guy fucking sucks. Like, dude. People who do that fucking suck. Throwing litigation threats around on Twitter like they're fucking toilet paper. Dude, so yeah, name cheap CEO. What a dick. Yeah, nothing came of it. I'm willing to bet money he went to his lawyers and talked about it and realized he didn't have a leg to stand on. And the bad publicity they would get from pursuing a lawsuit would totally, like, ruin everything. Right? They would Streisand affect the fuck out of the fact that they're not a company you would want to work with anymore. There would be a mass exodus the moment that lawsuit happened. So, I really don't think he meant it, but even if he did, his lawyers probably put him in check. But yeah, so Snowy, that quote, yeah, that's from, I think it's the Addams Family? I think it's the first Addams Family movie. I don't think it's Values, but it could be Addams Family Values. I forget which one now. Shit. But it's Gomez Addams. He's at the police station. They say a man who represents himself in court has a fool for a client. And that's like a famous quote. But the part where he goes, well, today, I am that fool. Right? That line's just so good. Oh, the Raul Julia Addams Family movies, they're amazing. They're really good. Were they also directed by Tim Burton? I think they were directed by Tim Burton. No, Barry Sonnenfeld. That actually makes a lot of sense. The guy that directed Men in Black. So yeah, no, that works. That makes a lot of sense. It makes even more sense, like the way they do camera work. You know, like at the beginning of Men in Black, there's like the fly, like flying around thing, right? They do a lot of those like first person view type angles in Addams Family where like the hand is running and shit. Like it's almost like a signature of Barry Sonnenfeld, which is kind of funny. And yeah, I fucking love movies. I can do one more beverage. And then after that, it's water only. But yeah, I haven't seen Wednesday yet, actually. I've heard it's good. I don't get to see much like new stuff, which is kind of a bummer. And yeah, what's everyone up to? You enjoying your Thursday? Almost holiday weekend for people here in the US, right? Pretty much everybody at work is gone tomorrow. Next week, a bunch of people are gone too, like vacation-wise. Same in Canada, holiday as well. Yeah. Yeah. So supports many third-party solutions. Just copy and paste this install command into your terminal and run it. Bam, there we go. So yeah, then creating the client, we need to go do those snippets. And those are bigger snippets. So instantiation, we actually have some demo code for that right meow, and that's over in the client JS folder. So yeah, right here, test client, that's the big spot there. All right, so we'll go grab the Rust one as well. Yeah, so these snippets are actually going to be somewhat larger, but let's at least see them in the page. All right, so boom, we go there, we get here. Ooh. We need to override this font. Yeah, so Google, or let's go to font source. Yeah, I just realized that we're messing that up. So we need monospaced. That looked like a bug. Totally a bug. So yeah, all the devs for font source, they only ever use the dark mode. Because light mode... Oh! Never mind. Alright, that was just weird. Anyone got a preference for the font we should use as our mono-spaced font? Anyone care? Anonymous Pro? That one's not bad. Nova Mono? That's fine. If it's in the list, we can look. Yeah. I think it's nice. I don't think it fits our branding, though. Thank you for the follow, Emran. Is that the way to say your name, Emran? Maybe like Mirren? I feel like I've heard those two names before. Should I call you MDX instead? Please, let me know how to pronounce your name. I want to make sure I at least have some reference in my head for it. What y'all really want? Yeah, there you go. Totally Snowy. Oh, wait. That was the... Shit. Yeah, that, or whatever, that was different. That was separate. There you go, X gonna give it to you. I like how Prime's been doing like more and more like later streams. Now, granted, it eats into my viewership a bit, but I'm okay with it. I like him spreading it around. I think he's actually like making it to where more people kind of show up into the category at night anyway, right? If he streams and, you know, he finishes and people still want to watch some shit, right? He's like, he's pumping up the category a bit, in my opinion. Yeah, I definitely saw numbers go down from it. It's fine. Proxy timeout. Well, that's not good. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious if we could see, right? Like, we would see viewership in the category spike when Prime goes live, right? I'm curious how long that spike plateaus for after he's finished. Right? There's a long tail to it, depending on who he raids, I think. But it still keeps people in the category that wouldn't have come back into the category at that time of night anyway, right? As he, like, spreads it around. So, I don't know. It's, I don't know. It's interesting to think about. I'm not sure. I'm just guessing. Throwing it out there. I don't know. So, Snowy, the biggest thing is simply that the category itself gets around 2,000 to 3,000 like average viewers at peak time. Primogen, when he's streaming at peak time, boosts that number up quite a bit, right? Because he's bringing people from YouTube, not just here on Twitch. So that's why he has that much like weight in the category. It's possible he's pulling the majority of the stream, or of like the category, into his stream, like people that would have been watching other streams anyway, but I don't think so. Are you not aware that the Primogen streams here on Twitch, Terrace? How could you not know that? Ah, gotcha. Oh, hold on. That playlist might not be okay. Yeah, it didn't say royalty free on it. Learned about me through me rating Prime? I mean, Snowy, maybe? I feel like, at least recently, with you coming back, I mean, your follow was March 13th? That could have been from a raid from me to Prime. My guess is it's actually from, like, Prime raiding me. But he didn't do it back in March, as far as I remember. Just because our, like, timelines didn't line up. So yeah, your first follow wasn't from that, so it must have been from me raiding him. Ooh, Snowy. You know what I think it is? I think I was just chatting in Prime stream and he shouted me out. That was probably it. I think that was probably it. Because I get a chance to raid Prime very rarely as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was it. All right, so Anonymous Pro? Sure. They do the slash for numbers, okay. Nah, I actually hate that. Nope. No offense. Person who liked it, not your fault. At all. Something here. O-O-I-L. Yeah, I'm thinking Noto Mono? Azaret looks a little better. Is there a way to sort them by, like, popularity or anything? Yeah, I don't know. We gotta pick some font. I don't really like any of them. I guess the ones that do like a curly of some kind would be okay. So Source Code Pro or Firamano. Or Fira Code. Plex Mono looks fine too. So at this point, I definitely want one that does like the curly versus like the flat base for a lowercase l. I think our decision process is based upon how the zero gets done. Do we care about a slash or a dot? Anyone got a preference between slash or dot? I know for a fact that Fira Code has ligatures. I would assume Source Code Pro does too. I don't really want to do Plex Mono, but we could. I should use Drama Sans. I really want to, but I don't think I should. And the way Ubuntu Mono does like the M, I don't think I like it. Yeah, it's just down to a /0 or a .0. What do y'all think? Any preference? Anybody? Bueller? 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 You find the dot distracting? All right, someone chimed in. Anyone disagrees, speak now or forever hold your peace. So yeah, based on that, I think I'm leaning towards Fear of Code. We're gonna do Fear of Code. Easy, no big deal. No, so I didn't like Roboto because it does like this, like the bass, like flat bass. I'd rather pick a font that tries to differentiate from these others a bit more. Now, granted, the 1 and the L are distinctly different. Here, for IBM Plex Mono, that one sucks. I think Fear of Code, yeah, checks the boxes. Yeah. So hold up. Snowy was quoting a film. But, like Terrace, that doesn't look like English. Or not quoting a film, quoting a song. Is that part of the song too? Or is that some other language? Ah, okay. So yeah, there we go. There's a song by the band Styx titled Mr. Roboto. In the song they say, Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo, domo. The song's actually called Afternoon Delight. There you go. My favorite part about that is, when, like, in the Simpsons episode, they mention the river Styx, and then Homer's brain goes to, like, sitting on, like, the river Styx, and all you hear is the band Styx playing, and he just shudders. Like, yeah. Terrifying. I think we can just use the static one. Yeah, I just want that. All right, so npm install font source Fear of Code. It's actually just that part we care about. Good background image right here. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me. And when it is gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. Where the fear has gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain. And that's meant to look like a sandworm from Dune. Why NPM? Just check their marketing site, man. Do you think I'm going to be able to market this better than they can? Oh, yep, Theo did his hype video and they're hyping it up. He's a bit late to the fucking program, man. He should have been using PNPM last year, like I was. But yeah, he is that influential. People just, yeah, throw him up on their marketing pages. Kind of funny. Kind of cool. One of these days I'll get there. Probably not, but maybe. All right, so we bring in that one. We got to throw it into our main layout page. And then from there, in our globals, we got to do this. But it's not going to be on body. Come on. Nah. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, 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 nah. All right, so the site should have updated. We should be able to see it now. Will it blend? Wait, that didn't do it? Wait, really? It was the order in which we were importing. There we go. Oh, okay. That works. That works. All right, so real quick, I gotta use the restroom. I actually need to, like, do some dryer stuff, too. Hopefully that shit's done drying. But, yeah, I'm gonna go pee. I got enough water. I'll be right back. See you in a sec. And, yeah, we're gonna keep hacking at this. We need to get something for evaluating flags. We need something for next steps. Yeah, a lot of content to create right now. So, give me a sec. I'm gonna use the restroom. BRB. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about the delay. Last laundry load was a bunch of socks, which take forever to transfer from the washer to the dryer. Alright, so let's look at what we're doing. Alright, one sec. Suppressing logs, true. Alright, so for our code, we'll leave it like that. For our example code, we want to actually do the other part, right? So we don't need that. We just do that. Alright, so we're creating the new clients. Yes, they do // for comments. Just double checking that. Ooh, and yeah, so we can make this part look a little prettier too. So yeah, after creating the client, right, fetching the flags. We'll say sync flags. And yeah, we got to sync the manifest too. All right, so we end up doing that. Flag group, name, or ID. All right, you sync your flags up there. So yeah, let's go to the Rust code. Grab those parts. And yeah, those unwraps are not ideal. Now hold on. So this is even the get manifest, and I should have done sync manifest. Yeah, that's the wrong one. Sure, we'll throw a warning on it. You taking off there, F Mellow? Yeah, no worries. See you again soon. How about this? Don't be a stranger now. We'll see you again soon, right? Yeah, not sure, Owen. Yeah, that sucks, man. All right, so we got those two snippets. All right, we see the TypeScript. Let's click to the Rust. Wait, what about Supertramp? The band? Whimsical? Metaphorical? Something? Okay, so that's a flaw with my code snippet stuff. Okay. I think this is over in the Astro config. Could be mark.config. It is mark.config. Okay. We got word wrap in there. Well, that's a bummer. Okay, so we're messing that up. Wait, what do you mean, Sneaky Foxtrot? What water sound? Did you actually hear me, like, swishing water in my mouth? Wait, really? No way. Oh, maybe you did. Sounds like feedback noise? Oh. Oh, so it's probably picking up my AC. Has it always been that way, or is that brand new? It's new, huh? And just on YouTube. Check, check, check. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, not sure. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, people on YouTube. All right, so overflow X auto there did not kick in. Yeah, pre-aux time zones suck. They're the worst. Oh, that's it. Yeah, I'm doing this in the wrong place. That was it. Sure, that'll work. Like a northern mockingbird in the morning. Hooty hoo, hooty hoo. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what a mockingbird sounds like. I was quoting Father Ted right there. Oh, I love your beard. It's like a little bird. Hooty hoo, hooty hoo. Oh, it's salt and pepper. It's got some ginger in it. Oh my god. It's perfect. Tell me, do you use oils? Oh, you should. Yeah, I really like the show Father Ted. Oh no, shit, it's not Father Ted, it's Black Books. My bad. My bad. Just brain fart. No, I mean Hootie and the Whofish. I mean Blowfish. My favorite part is that people would continuously call the singer Hootie. What up, Hootie? He's not Hootie. He's Darius, whatever his name is, right? Like, yeah, it's just funny. Poor guy. He probably still gets called Hootie. I hope he's gotten used to it and he's okay with it now. But I bet it used to, like, really trigger him. What up, Hootie? The only line I remember from one of their songs is, "I'm such a dolphin, or I'm such a baby, the dolphins make me cry." I'm such a baby, the dolphins make me cry. Right? Boom, nailed it. That's the only lyric I can remember from any of their music. He's talking about the Miami Dolphins. Like the football team. I'm such a baby, the dolphins make me cry. There you go, nailed it. That's a perfect rendition. I might have to do some karaoke for Hootie and the Blowfish at some point, right? I'm good. No thanks. I'll pass. So I'm going to move that warning to the top. And yeah, real quick, y'all are seeing how much effort actually goes into documentation. Is it any wonder why so much code is poorly documented? Because this shit takes effort, man. But it's worth it if you do it right. Isn't it? But yeah, Hootie Who from Outkast. I don't even know that reference, actually. Yeah, I don't even know that reference. Is that from, like, early Outkast? I pretty much only know their, like, popular songs. Right, if it's from anything before the album that Bombs Over Baghdad was on, I probably don't know it. I know they were good before that, but I just didn't listen to it. I wasn't big into hip-hop before then at all. And even then, like, Outkast, Bombs Over Baghdad is the only song I actually like. It's a good song, though. But okay, so next little bits here. Yeah, we got this part. We need to fix a bunch of the docs there, sure. The snippet is what I wanted to fix here. All right, so then as far as logic goes, that part's actually really easy comparatively. All right, so there's one example there. Let's get the Rust in there. We'll do it in match syntax. Let me double check, get this formatted. Oh, I don't know if it's gonna format it like we want though. Okay, yes, that's the way we want to do that. Oh. Okay, so yeah. Good enough? So we got our snippets in there for the language we care about. Cool. You can click it back to TypeScript. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna call that good. We might want to even move core concepts up above getting started. Let's look at how Astro does that again. Nah, so they got start here. I think start here makes sense. Yeah, I like it. They got the tutorials for build a blog. They got guides for other things. Yeah, we may want to have like a proper, like full tutorial at some point. No worries, $. I would say you should probably keep that stuff, right? You should keep yourself rocking too. Right? Don't let yourself get too rusty. Build up that resume. Keep getting other jobs. Fuck yeah. Oh, but hold on. Yeah. Wanted to do that. Group name. Flag name or ID. And it's really group name or ID as well. Yeah, it's a good point, Elmon, for sure. Yep. And yeah, how's Mind Your Now going? I'm guessing since the new job, maybe it had to take a bit of a backseat. But yeah, just curious. Okay, so you're still hacking away at it. Awesome. Nice. Always one more feature before a big release. Always. There's always something. I keep making excuses to not launch this too. There you go. Nice. Way better. Hell yeah. I know, I'm just having fun. Oh, interesting. Yeah, the bold actually kicks the blog over a bit, which you know, you can barely notice, but you notice it. Oh, there you go. Yeah, awesome, man. Yeah, that's a good plan. Yeah, the doc site's looking pretty good. Oh, I bet. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And Ethan, still no stickers? All right. I hope I actually wrote the address right. Now I'm actually worried about that. But we'll see. It could be up to another week. Especially holidays and all that BS. Let's start thinking about what our next steps are. I like to have a good thought of what we're gonna do. And yeah, Almon, feel free to share it. Yeah, but like international is still gnarly. International involves the transfer from our postal system to your postal system. I could see that taking some time. Yeah, no worries, Altman. Yep, have a good one. Yeah, I should probably get going here soon as well. I gotta get out to Seattle for a Twitch meetup. Now, granted, am I gonna see anybody that we know from the category? Probably not. Sympathy might show up, but again, they just moved into town. They're probably busy. Oh, sick. Is he going to be at the Twitch meetup? Yeah, he's going? Oh, cool. Yeah, I mean, it starts in like 20 minutes. There's no way I'm getting there then. So I'll probably get there around like 7-ish. But again, like, it's not even the best party. The best party actually happens at the follow-up bar afterwards. But yeah, super cool. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for him. I'm easy to spot. I got the beanie. Best party happens when Beanie Man shows up. Damn right. I gotta figure out what I'm eating. Ooh, yeah, food is in my future, and I don't know what. There's a late-night ramen place in Capitol Hill that I'm gonna try out, I think. Like, after things. But yeah, with the way the doc site's looking, I'd say we're pretty good. The next bits are actually going to be using what we have in the doc site to actually try and get some of our readmes going, right? I think that's the big move. So yeah, readmes for our packages, better homepage content, because the homepage content doesn't even fit. It's just copied and pasted from the original site. And some of this stuff doesn't even make sense anymore, and I'd want to just create some cool and fresh and awesome content anyway. Yeah, we got to get this stuff hosted at some point, actually. I think that's the move. So yeah, we got to consider hosting. I'm thinking render.com. Right, because their free tier doesn't restrict commercial usage, which is awesome. And yeah, how you doing, Widgler? Mr. Sir. Yeah, render's great. So yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow. We're going to get this marketing site looking better. We might try and get things deployed. We might want to try and fiddle with readmes for the clients that we have. And we definitely got to figure out the readme for the GitHub Marketplace app. So we still got a bunch of stuff to do. But we have a good, like, roadmap of what we need. Guides will eventually be up here, maybe tutorial even, I don't know. We need a proper, like, mobile, like, menu at some point. Right? Because that's no good. And it's interesting how the logo totally breaks down. I'm kind of okay with that. Right? A lot of this stuff is, like, mobile accessible, but we don't really get the sidebar stuff yet. So yeah, everything in our sidebar we probably need to expose via some button that you can click that shows the rest of the content. So yeah, mobile responsiveness will be a thing. I think we could probably launch early enough. Right, we could launch without the mobile responsiveness being done. And by launch, I just mean get it pushed up to a hosting environment. I don't mean, like, shout it out on Product Hunt or anything, right? Yeah, so we got a good plan moving forward. I should go raid someone. I definitely owe the Primogen a raid right now. Right meow. It's always awesome when he's still going, because I get a chance to actually raid him. And I get to actually shout out my 51-month sub anniversary. You want to know something funny? Prime sub to here is 1 month longer. You beat me by that much. Remind him about blue hair? Is he going gray? Is he becoming a blue hair? I know, right? It's insane. It's insane. All right, so yeah, we're gonna go say hi. Oh, hold on, there was the thing where he would dye his hair blue if something happened and the thing happened? Oh, I didn't even know about that. Yeah, I have no idea. That's up to you. But we're gonna be over there in just a second. We're gonna go say hi. We're gonna make it happen. And he's not even wearing a hoodie right now. That's the weirdest part. All right, so I'm going to end stream on YouTube. Thank you all for hanging out. Appreciate you. Bam.